Okay, so you've got Google Classroom and you've never used it before. And now with schools being closed because of the coronavirus, um, dealing with the coronavirus, now you've got your students at home and you want to teach them. So I'm going to show you how you can share information in this video using Google Classroom. Before I go any further, I want to be clear with you. This video is intended only for people who already have Google Classroom provided by their school or by their district. All right? And you've never used it before. Or maybe used it a little bit and you're not sure exactly what you can do with it. So to share information, first of all, you'll need to get into your Google Classroom account, and your district might have one of these tiles that will show you, that will go directly to it. But if not, you can always go onto your Google Drive. This is your school Google Drive. And then over here in the waffle, or the arrays, some people like to call it, your Google Apps, you can find Google Classroom. If they haven't ever shown you this, you can move these around just by dragging them, by the way. So mine are kind of in the order of how I use them. Anyway, click on Google Classroom. And then hopefully your district, like mine, has preset a class for you with your students in it. If that hasn't been done, you'll have to do it manually. And if you have emails, you can do that, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. Maybe I'll do that in another video. So you'll open up your classroom, and as you can see, I've already had some material posted on here. The first thing that will be the default for you to come to is the stream, and that just kind of shows everything that has been posted in the classroom by you or by anybody else who can post in the chronological order that it was posted. So I always teach my students to go to classwork to find things that they're looking for, because here I have organized things. I've got different subjects. There's games here. There are some science videos they can look at, or science assignments, science things. There's language arts, there's math, a bunch of different things I've already put on here, okay? So just for the purposes of making this video quick, I'm going to show you how to share a document with students that you will write that they can see, okay? Something that they can read, and let's say you want everybody to read something. So I'm going to create, and I'm going to create, if you don't want it to be graded, don't do an assignment. If you just want to post material, go ahead and click material. I'm going to be posting a copy of Another Mountain. It is one of my favorite poems that I like to read with students. And in this day and age, it's pretty good because it's all about how life gives you obstacles. So you put a title in that makes it very clear for the students what you want them to be finding. And here I'm going to say the poem. I can always change this. You can always go back and change this by editing. The poem Another Mountain, and I don't remember how to spell the author's name, so I will come back and fix that later, okay? And then if you want to put it in one of those categories that you have in the classroom that I showed you, I had games, math, ELA, you're going to go over here, and I already have these topics that I've created. If this is the first time you're using it, you won't have any of these down here. You'll want to click Create a Topic, and then I would suggest that you put down the subject that you want it to be in, or the class, or the period, or whatever works for you. I already have an ELA, so I'm going to select that. And then at this point, I would add something, but I don't have anything I want to add. So what I'm going to do first is click the Create button, and I'm going to create a Google Doc. Okay, this is the easiest way to do this. You could also create the Google Doc by going back into your Drive, but this just opens it up right here. And I'm going to call this Another Mountain. Hit return. And I'm not going to share it with anybody, because you'll see when you go through Google Classroom, that's actually how you're going to share it. Now I need the text for Another Mountain. So let me open up another window, and I'm going to use my favorite search engine. You don't have to use this one. Another Mountain poem. I don't want the analysis. I want to do that myself. So let's see. So this is, oh, there it came. This is a website, HCC Learning Web. It's the Houston Community College. They have posted Another Mountain. So I could, if I wanted to, link this page for my students. but that's going to be too complex. I just want to open it myself. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Now that you've got this, this is perfect. I'm going to bring this right into my Google Doc. So if you're using a Macintosh, you can hit Command, and it's the key on either side of the spacebar. It says Command on it. Command A, that's going to select everything. And then you hit Command C to copy. All right. And then I'm going to go to my new Google Doc that I just created, and I'm going to hit Command V to paste. And there it is. You might want to play around with the formatting a little bit. My picture didn't come through, my image, but that's okay. If I wanted to put the image in, I could bring it back already, but I'm going to make this quick. Okay, I've got my poem all set, and what I'll do is go back to the classroom. Now here it still says Untitled Document. It doesn't recognize yet that I've changed the title, but this is the link for it. If I click on it right now, it'll open up another tab with another mountain on there. So it's all set to go. It's exactly what I want. At this point, all I'm going to do is, and so now it's saved on my Google Classroom. The assignment's there, and it already has the link set up for it. So if I tell my kids to open up in the ELA section the post called Another Mountain, they'll click on it, and they'll see this exact same thing as I do. If they click here, that'll open up another tab with another mountain there for them to see. But remember, I didn't put the name of the author down there. So I now am going to do that. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to copy his name. So I'm now going to edit this, and I want to put the author's name in. So there we go. So I'm going to say save. Now, if you want to give your students more information about what to do with this, I just told them what it was. If you want to tell them, read this poem and write me a paragraph to analyze it, I'll do that in another video. Okay? For this one, I just wanted to show you how you can share something. So now it's all set to go. So one of the things I want to point out to you, in case you have groups and you don't want to share it with everybody, you want to share it with just a few people in the group, you can always do that. Right now it's for all students. If I click on this, it will list all the students in my class. And I don't want to show you that because they have a right to privacy. But anyway, you can select certain ones if you want to. You can deselect everybody, you only give one or two. So if you have reading groups or anything like that that you want to share for specific people, that's how you do it. And then you say save. If I go back to the classroom and open up my class, you'll see in the stream the most recent thing that happened is I added a new material called Another Mountain. And then they can click on it right here if that's what they want. Oftentimes my kids, they know the most recent thing I did is going to be the top thing on the stream, and that's how they find it. But if they're looking for it later on down the line, I teach them, go to classwork, find it by the topic. And that's it. In the next video, I will show you how to share something that you want them to write on and that you can then grade or collect or write with them. Okay?